That's some shit.
You got that fire, my nigga Messiah.
What's up, guys? Me, Chad, and by the title, you already know what we're doing. You know what we're doing. We're doing things that need to be left in 2020. So I gathered my own opinions. So I gathered 6 for myself, and then I asked you guys on my Instagram to send in what you guys wanted, like what your opinion was, what needs to be left in 2020. So we're gonna go through mine, and then we're gonna go through yours. But before we do any of that, I just want to say thank you guys to everybody who's been here watching my videos since August. I started in the end of August, and this is the last video of the year. I don't even know which video number this is. I think this might be 53. I think it might be 53. I can check after, but yeah, we've done at least 50 videos starting in August. I want to thank everybody who supported so far, liked, commented, shared, just viewed, everybody who subscribed. A big thank you. We're gonna go hard in 2021. We're trying to hit the 100K before the end of next year. I said it from now, 100K before the end of next year. That's the goal. So let's just get right into the video. We're gonna do mine first, and then we'll hop on IG and then look at the ones that I asked you guys to send me. So let's just get right into the video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right. The first one that I have is, first thing I think needs to be left in 2020 is normalizing toxicity. It's become a trend in a way. It's like, oh, I'm toxic. Oh, you don't want to mess with me. I'm toxic. I'm a toxic person. I'm like, why is everybody trying to normalizing being toxic, being crazy? It's not something that's cool. I think it's something it's become a trend for sure, but it's definitely not something that's a good thing. It's not something that's a trend. It's something that is a trend. It's not something that's a good trend. Like normalizing being toxic. I don't know if it's for cool points or what it is. I definitely believe that needs to be left. That needs to be cut out of 2020. Left here. Yeah. Why? I'm toxic. I'm this. No. Why are you saying that? It's just weird. The next one is DM for price. Alright. Let me explain. There's some businesses, well, majority of you will know. There's some businesses, small business, big business on IG. They post their products, but instead of putting the cost in the caption, they'll put DM for price. And I find that one of the most annoying things a business can do, because now I have to go and message you for the price, and I might be just wasting your time. Because what if it's too expensive and I don't want it anymore, or anything? If you put all the information in the description, I would only message you when I'm interested, because I know how much it costs. I looked at the product, I know what the product's about, and now I have no further questions. So any DM that you get is a sale, really, because they wouldn't be DMing if they already have the cost and everything and they know that you deliver and all that. They'd just be like, yo, I want one. So businesses, you're kind of wasting your time by putting DM for price. I know that you may be trying to hide your costs from like your competitors, but please, let's cut it out. 2021, put that cost in the description below. Like, just put the cost, not in the description, in your caption. See, I'm so used to saying description below. The next one is cancel culture. Hold on, let me explain. Before you guys try to cancel me right now. Cancel culture in the sense that somebody makes a small mistake, or somebody just says something that the mass majority doesn't like, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, we're done with her. Yeah, she's canceled, she's over. I find that so weird, because I'm like, one day this is this person's favorite, this everybody's favorite YouTuber, favorite celebrity, favorite influencer, and it's like you guys are dangling like privileges over their head, and the second they say something people don't like, you just snatch it away and you're just like, oh yeah, unfollow, unsubbed, can't believe you would say that, when people were really just talking their mind, or people just made a mistake. I've seen it like it even happens not just where I am, it happens everywhere. They'll drag something up that you said like 20 years ago, and then they'll try and ruin your life now for it. And I find it kind of weird, because I'm like, we have to normalize making mistakes. If there's one thing we have to normalize, is making mistakes, because nobody's perfect. So the cancel culture, I think that needs to go in 2020. We need to find a different way to reprimand, and not even reprimand, but just fix mistakes that happen. Or just talking about mistakes rather than just canceling someone. Oh, cancel, unfollow, unsub. Everybody makes mistakes. just because they have a platform, their mistakes are shown to a wider audience, and then you feel like they should always know better, which won't always happen. You won't always know better. But the next one is, it's for me. I said it. I'm guilty. You guys know that, but you say that. It's like, yeah, I say it. It's for me, but we've had fun with it in 2020, and I think 2020 is where it ends. I think it had a good run. It was pretty successful. It's the pen for me. It's the book for me. It's this YouTube video for me. It's the phone for me. Like, we were saying it for everything. It's the time for me. It's how late you are for me. We're saying it with everything, but it's time for it to go. It needs to be left in 2020 for me. That's all I gotta say. It was fun. I can admit I was a user. Yeah, a user of it. But it needs to go. I think we had fun, but it's time to come with a new flame for 2021. The next one is not supporting your friends' goals. That is something that needs to be left in 2020. And not just not supporting your friends' goals, because that means you're the friend that's not being supportive. People who have friends and you know they're not supporting your goals and they just want to be out there. They only want to be around when you're having fun, or you're doing something with girl, or doing something with boys if you're a girl, and just stuff like that. It's time to drop them. It's really time to drop them, because they're, one, they may be holding you back and you don't even know it. And two, they're not supportive, so how can you call them a real friend if they only want to be around when it's time to party, time to have fun, when it's time to repost something for you or share your small business? They're absent. That's just makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Drop friends that aren't supporting your goals. And you don't, when I say drop, you don't need to cut them off and have beef with them and have problems with them. But guess what? Take some time to yourself, learn to elevate yourself, give yourself 6 months. If you have a goal that you're trying to reach, give yourself 6 months and push your hardest towards that goal and see what can happen. See what can happen in 6 months of just straight determination. If your friends aren't supporting you and helping you, give them a rest for 6 months, and then you just keep doing your goals. You just grind towards your goals, and you're gonna see a big difference. The last one that I had was saying period. And that's all, period. Like, it's done. It was fun. 2020, it was really fun. Period this, period that. You spelled it in 1,000,001 ways. We said it in 1,000,001 ways. It's a period, period, whatever. It was fun, but the trend is over. It's time for it to go. We also need a new one in 2021. So it's period for me. Both of those need to go. It's for me and period. And they both need to go. But they were fun. I'm not gonna act like I never said any of them. I said them, I laughed when people said them. But it's time for them to go. And that's my 6. So normalizing toxicity, cancel culture, DM for price, not supporting your friends' goals, period, and it's for me. So it's all of these for me. That's all I have. So now, give me a second. I'm gonna find your own in my archive. So, hold on. Alright. So I found them, so it's time to go through them. There's a good amount, but I'm sure there's a lot of repeats in here. So let's just go to the first one. The first one is something I actually said. They said cancel culture. So I agree with that one. Cancel culture should be left in 2020 on certain aspects and certain bases. So yeah, you can get that one. I agree. Fear. That's a tricky one, because it's hard to just say fear needs to be left in 2020, because one, it really won't, and two, it's really aspect based. So that one's a little, I'd love for it to be left in 2020, but will it? No, there's no chance. There's no chance. The next one is sleeping on your dreams/goals. That needs to be left in 2020. If you're sleeping on your own dreams and your goals, how can anybody else support you? How can anybody else try and push you further if they realize that if you're not consistent and you're not pushing towards your own goals? It makes no sense for somebody else to support you, because you don't even want it enough. So why should I be here advocating for you who's sleeping on yourself? You don't even think, do you even want this enough? And that's what you gotta think. You gotta sit down and be like, yo, do you even want this goal enough? And if you don't, go and find a goal that you want to work towards, you want to push hard to, because it's you, it's your dreams, it's your goals. If you're sleeping on your own dreams, how's anybody else gonna stand up for them? You get me? The next one is friends that secretly don't like you. I agree. Friends that secretly don't like you need to be left in 2020. But what you need to realize is, who doesn't really like you and who just puts on a great act. You have to start trying to realize who is really there for you, who is there for you when you're at your lowest, who's there for you when you're not just trying to party, not just trying to have fun, not just need a bunch of people around to do something. Who is there for you, who checks up on you, who actually seems like they like you. Who do you think out of all your friends would advocate for you and defend your name when you're not around? Those are the friends you need to keep around, and the other ones you need to reevaluate and say, do they really like me as much as I think? Because I feel like that would be one of the worst things. You're there thinking, oh yeah, I love my friends, they love me, whatever, and then you turn around and they don't really like you like you think you do. And that's sad. That's sad. The next one is the big square sunglasses. Man, I don't know. I was never aware of the big square sunglasses, but I know people I don't think people are gonna agree with this one. People trying to bring that to 2021, because I've been seeing them still. I saw them when I was at the hotel for Drew's birthday. People got the big square sunglasses. I think they're bringing them into 2021. For me, you could leave them. It doesn't really matter to me. You could leave them if you want, but man, I don't think people are gonna let you leave them. The next one is, all right, I'm gonna shut you down before I even say it. This one's not gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Crocs. I used to be a huge fan of Crocs. I used to have 3-4 Crocs at a time. I don't have any Crocs right now, but I know that Crocs will never die. Crocs will never die. Crocs will never no longer be the trend, because the second they're no longer trendy, it's gonna be a trend to have them, if you get what I'm saying. Because if everyone doesn't have them anymore, you still having them, oh, you're like quirky, you're trendy. So Crocs, they're not dying. Crocs are not being left in 2020. Crocs are here to stay still. Yeah, Crocs are here to stay. Somebody said period and it's for me, and they said I just hate slangs. I agree, not on hating slangs, but I agree, but not hating slang. But I feel like we had fun with them, but it's time for them to go. It's time for them to go for real, for real. The next one is fake friends. Yeah, we spoke about that already. Bad mind. Yeah, I agree. Bad mind could be left in 2020, but it won't be. But it could be. But it really won't be. But it could be. But it won't be. You see, I'm right babbling. Could be, won't be. Could be, won't be. It won't be, but it should be, and it would be great if it was. Bad mind is kind of hard to understand if you're not a genuinely bad mind person, because you're like, why would I be bad mind of seeing someone else going to achieve their goals instead of taking inspiration from that and grinding towards my own goals? But what can I say? The next one is, and you guys have said this there's at least 20 people saying this, and I was just swiping through them because I was like, I know I'm gonna buck up on at least 10 more, and here there's 6 of them in a row. COVID-19, guys, it's the 30th. New Year's Eve is tomorrow. New Year's Day is in 2 days. We're taking COVID with us. We know this. If we don't stop partying, we don't stop not wearing our masks, we don't social distance, we're getting tired of the pandemic, and that's what's making it worse. Because just because we're getting tired of it doesn't mean it's getting better at all. So we're bringing it, unfortunately, to 2021. But let's hope that we leave it in 2021. Let's just hope that we leave in 2021. That's all I care about. The next one is normalizing bun/cheating. I kinda can agree with this, cause I've been seeing, like, over the year, I've been seeing stuff like, oh yeah, some man give beer bun, girl give beer bun. Like, we've gotten so comfortable with the talk about cheating and bun that's almost become something that everybody's like, that's the reason why they don't want to be in a relationship. And it's like, wow, look at us looking at a fear for something to go wrong before we even think about the stuff that could go right. So I don't know. I'm not experienced enough in that department, the whole bun and cheating department, to talk about it, but it could be left in 2020. I can agree with that. The fear of failure. Go after your dreams. If you fail, just try harder again. Try again harder. I can semi-agree with it, but I can admit, I'm one of those people, it's hard for me to decipher between failing and trying again, or this is not my thing. So normally, if I try my best at doing something more than once, probably 2 times or 3 times, and it really still doesn't work out, I'm gonna take a step back and be like, alright, I don't know if this is a sign that it's not my thing, or it's my sign that I need to try again, I need to try harder. So I can kind of understand where people come from. And I do have a fear of failure. And I don't feel like a fear of failure is a bad thing, because a fear of failure is something that can push you. You get up and you study for your exam because you fear failing if you don't study for your exam. You go to work because you don't want to fail at life. You don't want to not be able to pay these bills, because you fail to pay these bills, now you have no life. So the fear of failure is something that I kind of use to motivate me to work harder. But in the way that you said it, I can agree that it could go. The next one is fake braces. I never understood these. And the worst part, I don't think they're going to be left in 2020. Because I've been hearing about fake braces since I was in 7th grade, since I was in first form. And I don't know why anybody would want to have these on purpose. They're probably the most annoying things ever. You have to watch what you eat. Because oh, I don't want to break a bracket. You have to use little floss threaders because you can't floss like a normal human. They're annoying. I don't know why anybody would opt in to have these. But if you like the style, I mean, but I would never be using those. I want these off. I changed my mind about these. I want these gone. But if you like it, I love it. But if you like it, you love it. I don't love it at all. The next one is pointless relationships. I agree. I feel like pointless relationships, as you said, they're pointless. But I feel like a lot of people get in relationships for a relationship's sake, just saying they want a girlfriend, or they just don't want to be lonely. So they're just like, alright, 2 people can be together, let's be lonely together. Pointless relationships make no sense for me, because especially if you're not ready, you're not in the right mindset, and you're not committed. So pointless relationships, they can go in 2020 for me. Let's see. We're probably going to do about 2 or 3 more. Somebody said the Popeyes chicken sandwich. No, the Popeyes chicken sandwich is not getting left in 2020. You guys are not, I don't think we're having the same Popeyes chicken sandwich, because I could eat 5 of those back to back. And people have just been bashing it. I'm like, no way. I like it in America and I like it here. I think it's just great, but no, I disagree. I'm not even gonna compromise. I disagree. The Popeyes chicken sandwich needs to come to 2021. It needs to come to 2022, and it needs to stay. It's here to stay. It's here to stay. I opt that one out. And here's the next note. Somebody said TikTok dances. No, those are fun. Come on, guys. Those are fun. You know it's fun to renegade. Come on now. Corvette, serve it. Come on. You can't tell me you've never done one. Somebody who's on TikTok who's never done a TikTok dance or even tried it when nobody's around, it's like, you're lying to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. TikTok dances are here to stay. No way. All right, let's do 2 more. Let's see. Alright, I feel like this is one that I can actually end it on, because this one is something that I really agree with. I just never thought of it. Fear of change. If I knew that I'd be sitting here like this, talking to a camera on December 30th last year, I'd say you guys are lying. I'd say that's not true, because I would be scared to think about the change that would have to happen for me to be comfortable to sit here, talk to this camera while talking to myself, taking the SD card out when I'm done, plugging it in, doing all that, adapter, whatever, editing it and posting it. So fear of change is something that everyone should try and leave in 2020, because if I didn't leave my fear of change, you wouldn't be sitting here watching me right now. I can tell you that for sure. A lot of stuff would be different, because change is scary, but change is necessary for growth. You can't grow and become the person you want to be sitting in the same spot forever. You have to learn to change. You have to learn to adapt. So the fear of change, I think, is something that can change your life. Give your goals 6 months. Just put your hardest into your goals for 6 months. Commit 6 months to it, at least, and see where it brings you, and you'll see the results. There's no way you could put your all into your goals for 6 months, disappear, get off social media if it doesn't have anything to do with social media, waste a lot less time, stop watching so much movies, and put your all into your goals, and you're really gonna see a difference in 6 months. And if you don't see a difference in 6 months, that goal is probably not for you. It's probably not for you. And if you still think it is, keep pushing. Keep pushing. You have to be able to not be scared of change because you want to change your life. Everybody wants to change your life. You want to do this so you can do that. So you got to change. You got to boss up sometimes. You got to change your life. But yeah, guys, those are the things that I think need to be left in 2020. The end ones were the ones that you guys think need to be left in 2020. Tell me which ones you agree with. Tell me which ones you disagree with. Add any more that you had in the comments below, guys. Thank you for such a great half a year. I can admit, haven't had a whole year, but thank you for such a great half a year. I really enjoyed it. I've had a great time. I'm starting to really love what I do. And it's been a great December. I'm sad Vlogmas is over. Yes, Vlogmas is over. Vlogmas was fun. Contemplating doing it next year. I don't know yet. But if you don't get a Vlogmas from me, I promise you'll get one from Drew. You'll get one from at least one of us. At least one of us. My uploads are back to 2 uploads a week. Sundays and Wednesdays. If I do have 3, I'll give you 3. I can commit to that. But it won't be an every week thing. And it won't be one that's planned. So it won't be like, if I do have 3, it'll be on this day. If I have an extra one, I'll give you an extra one. Like I know that I plan to post on the 1st. So I'll be posting on Friday, so you can look out for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribe, guys. You're sitting here enjoying the video. Subscribe. You know it helps me out. You know it helps you out. Watch the ads. Turn on the post notifications so you never miss an upload. Next video is coming on Friday. Then after that, we're back to schedule on the Sunday, Wednesday. So the next video will be on the 3rd, and the video after that will be on the 6th. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Bye. What you still doing here? You think you slick, huh? That's some bullshit.